I want to ask the question, exclusivity. Okay. Because this is always a fun one. This is always a fun one. And the reason I bring this up is because this is not, I guess, it's a little bit of a shameless plug, but it's fine, right? I did a review of the Wen Wu suited figure from Hot Toys, right? I will say, I broke the chain on the box. However, it is being repaired. And also, my forearm rings are a little bit loose. So, this was never a super, super high-end marketable figure for most people, right? Because Wenwu is a great character, but he's not Iron Man, right? But this is Iron Man. This is an exclusive one. Exclusive D100 Mark 7 Iron Man. Do we want or should we want more exclusive Hot Toys? Because I will say, I love Wenwu. That's why I got the figure. However, the exclusive aspect of it, 350 worldwide, did push me a little bit over the edge because I was like, damn, this is pretty rare. And I love Wenwu. He's one of my favorite characters. So I think it's awesome. And I love having something sort of rare like that. So Kiko, I want to ask you the question. Should we want more exclusive Hot Toys like this Iron Man and this Wenwu?
If you're a collector, yes, of course you should.
Okay.
Because as collecting, you should want something that is a challenge. That's the thing, is that as a collector, I think there's that idea, and I know a lot of people got into Hot Toys from toy hunting, and maybe you started doing Marvel Legends or Black Series, and you'd go to Walmart and you'd look for that hard to find figure. And I understand those were mass produced or something, but there was something that was fun about the hunt. So with that being said, is that there's something fun about finally tracking down or getting access to something that is not easily obtainable. That's why there's prize hunters and prize fishermen, because if you can get the big one, it's worth something, not just in itself, but it's also something to you. So that when you walk through, it's not just something that you're like, oh, my collection looks like everybody else's because, oh, there's Endgame Cap. Oh, there's Ahsoka. There's Rise of Skywalker, Kylo. Everybody's got those. The thing that makes a collection unique is when you walk in and you see something that someone doesn't have. Like, oh, shit, what is that? Where is that? Oh, let me tell you about that. That is one of fill in the blank. A numbering system, perhaps. One of my favorite pieces, I think it's right there. Yeah, that one of my favorite pieces there is that Darth Sidious is number 10
Ooh.
of the run. That's a very low run number, and I'm very excited about that. I think about, my Billie Jean, Michael Jackson. I think about something that is coming tomorrow that I happened to get. I got the very first unlicensed Hot Toys figure, the famous types, George Lucas. And there's not a lot of those out there.
Ooh.
And I'm really excited. I'll show you everybody that. It's not the greatest figure, but it's a iconic piece of history. Before Hot Toys was Hot Toys, it was famous types, and their hot toy line was The Producer was his name, and it's George Lucas. And so I'm happy to have one of the first Hot Toys, because that's different. When people walk into your collection, do you want it to be looking like everybody else's? When you go to all these different, you do reviews of people's collection tours and things like that. Eventually, they all look the same, right? Oh, here's Iron Man. Here's Captain America. Here's Darth Vader. Here's a Maji case. Here's a Detox. They're all the same. They're just laid out a little bit different. Like, okay. But I want to see something that's different. And I think at the end of the day, a real collector should want some type of exclusivity. I don't want it to be unobtainable, like it's the Holy Grail. And let's not get into the term Grail or anything like that. But I don't want it to be like the Ark of the Covenant to where you can't ever find these things. But I want to see some diversity. I want to see some things that I can't get. And I was happy that I was not able to get the D100 Iron Man. I missed. I wasn't able to get it. I may still get it later because I may chase it when it eventually becomes available. But this is something that I don't have and can't get right now. So that's fun to me. And I think exclusivity is a good thing.
Well, that's how it is with dating, right, Kiko? Like you want to chase the girl that you really, really want. You want the girl to chase you.
You don't want the easy catch.
Right. Like if it's too easy, it's not fun, right? And that's something that I will give people. Look, I'm not an expert dater, but I will say if you make it too easy for the girl, it's not fun, right? Because she doesn't have to chase you at all. It's just too easy for her. There's nothing, she's not in pursuit of anything. And same with you.
You don't find Amy's on every shelf.
No, you don't. Nothing. Yeah, exactly. Lots special about that. So yeah, you don't. And you have to, that's kind of like that. I don't want every Hot Toy to be exclusive. Don't hear what we're not saying. I'm just saying every once in a while, like I know like Shiny even reference. It's a really good point. Like this Wenwu in suit, right? Hot Toys knew. They were like, we have a Wenwu in a combat suit that people are going to go for over this one. Most people are not going to pick the suit version. So let's make it a limited run. Why not? Let's throw it out there, make it exclusive. I love that. Like, I think that's pretty cool. Like, you know, it's not going to sell well in mass, right? But if you put it and make it exclusive, yeah, you can do it and make the figure. I think why not do that? Do some fun ones that maybe not are widely marketable, but at the same time, they're unique enough that you can make a limited exclusive fun run and people will get excited about it. Why not? Right? Dean, what do you think about that idea?
Okay, well, first off, I don't know how much you use Tinder, but if it's pretty easy, it can be pretty fun.
Smoking like a true champ, dude.
So, yeah, I think exclusivity is always cool, right? I mean, you guys said it. You got something that no one else has. They walk into your collection like, holy shit, you have that? I've never seen one in person. Like, that feels cool, right? That is cool. Get a little braggadocious, you know? But I think, you know, and Hot Toys so far has been doing it pretty right in my book. Where the Win Woo, it's not the only way to buy that character. It's the only way to get that look of the character. If you want him in a suit, I mean, you could just buy a suit online and take apart your Win Woo figure. But if you still want the character, there is a way to get it, right? You could buy the regular version of the figure. Same thing with the Iron Man Mark 7. If you want it in silver, you gotta get the exclusive one, but you can still get the Mark 7. There's other ways to buy the figure. If the exclusive version is just an alternate version of a character, I think that's great. This Mark 7 feels a little lazy because it's just a repaint. At least the Win Woo is damn near an entirely different figure. Also,
what about this
backdrop though?
What about this?
Yeah, a recolor. Again, that's just the Empire suit in black.
Yeah.
It's from a comic book. It's pretty niche. I didn't even know what the fuck this was, and I'm a pretty big Boba Fett fan. So, you know, I didn't feel the need to, you know, rush out there and fight the crowds to get it. Do I want one? Yeah, kind of. You know, that's another pretty solid exclusive figure. I think when you get into the realm of which I guess they kind of did, and then they backtracked on it immediately, the Dark Side Anakin. Although someone said that figure came out second to regular Anakin. I thought the Dark Side Anakin came out first.
I think the Light Side Anakin came out first, and then they put out Dark Side after the fact, and everyone was pissed off about it. Yeah.
He was the Toy Fair exclusive.
Yeah, Toy Fair exclusive. And then they just ended up releasing it.
Right.
But yeah, it's when you have a character that, like, people, you know, people are gonna want, like, I always shit on HasLab. But the HasLab Razor Crest, who the fuck doesn't want a Razor Crest in their collection?
Right.
And you're going to put it behind this ridiculous paywall. And it's like, well, you had to pay for it up front and bankroll this thing or you don't get it. Like, that's horseshit. So if you're going to put a character behind this ridiculous 350 figures worldwide, that's insane. There's fucking 7 billion people on the planet. You know what I mean? Like 350, that's you're going to have to fight tooth and nail to get one, right? And if it's a character or the only way to get that figure, that sucks for, you know, 99% of collectors. So I think they're doing it right so far, where it's like an alternate version of a character that's already out. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Because if I still want Boba Fett on the shelf, I have plenty of opportunities to have Boba Fett. I don't need the arena one.
Exactly. I think it's cool. Yeah. Like, you know, for example, do a character that maybe wouldn't have get made otherwise. Like, for example, as much, and I've seen Kiko's in person, the third party ones. Say Kiko, they did maybe a Toy Fair exclusive. All right, we're going to make all 4 of the Black Order, but they're going to be super limited. Right. Because again, I don't know that they would move in enough volume that you might need to make it worth it. Right. They're not likenesses, but say, okay, we're doing 500 of each Black Order, maybe less, maybe 300 of each Black Order member, or you can buy them as a 4-pack or something, and it's an exclusive thing. I would be all over that shit. I'd pay whatever I needed to get.
It better
that.
be a 4-pack, because you imagine if you got 3 of the 4 and you weren't
Right.
able to get the other one, people would lose it.
Exactly. And I feel
my God.
if they did do
What a
that,
nightmare.
they'd probably cut out Call Obsidian probably if they did that.
Right.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Right. But it's something like that, right? Maybe it's an anniversary for Infinity War or something, or Endgame. They're like, okay, cool, let's do an exclusive like run. Why not? Like, I mean, I think that would be pretty cool. So as long as you have the resources for it. But yeah, guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to hear it. And yeah, I think it's kind of cool.
Dean, though, why he's salty about HasLab, because don't you hate on my HasLab Proton Pack? Because otherwise, we would not be getting that. So I love that.
I just think it's, especially maybe with the Proton Pack, I could give you some slack, because not a lot of people buy 1-to-1 scale prop replicas.
Right, and that, I mean, it's incredible.
But every Star Wars collector wants a Razor Crest. I mean, it'd be like doing that to the Millennium Falcon. It's like, I need it. Like, why are you putting it behind this?
Well, I guess you should have paid and backed it.
Yeah, and it's like, fuck you. Like, I shouldn't have to do that for that, you know. And they're always like, oh, but the retail space, it's like, well, then stop selling a bunch of bullshit. Like, build.
Think about all the free tiers and things that you're getting. If you just want to sell off the other pieces, you can fund it yourself.
Yeah, it's fucking dog shit. I fucking hate it.
That's why I don't buy HasLab. I don't even know
especially Hasbro, this like billion-dollar corporation. We have to bankroll it, and then it's like, oh well, all this R&D. It's like, but you have all the prototypes. You're showing me you've already done it. You've already done the R&D on this figure. Like,
laughs in Reva's lightsaber though.
yeah. So it's like, oh, it's just so frustrating.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for your thoughts on that one. Let us know in the comments below what you're thinking. We got some super chats in here. So